In order to process incoming and outgoing payments in SAP Business One, you will need to set up the necessary bank accounts in your database, and then assign those bank accounts to the relevant setup areas in the system. Let's walk through entering one of our house bank accounts that will be used in the banking process. First, we need to add a bank code. Go to Administration, Setup, Banking, and then Banks. This window will display any banks that are already created and allow you to enter any new banks in the future. To create a new bank, go to the first available row and select the country code for the bank. Next, enter the bank code under the bank code field in order to assign banks in other areas within the system. Finally, enter the name of the bank in the bank name field. Then click Update at the bottom of the window to save your changes. Now that your bank code is entered into the system, you can proceed to enter a house bank account. To enter a house bank account, go to Administration, Setup, Banking, and then House Bank Accounts. From here, you can see your existing house bank accounts that have already been entered. To add a new house bank account, choose the bank code we just created from the list under the bank code field. This will populate the country field right beside it. Next, you can add the branch name for the bank account in the branch field. Following that is the account number field, which is where you enter the actual bank account number for your house bank. With the account number entered, you can assign a GL account to this bank account under the GL account field so that transactions will be tied to this bank account. With all the necessary fields entered, you can update the system. After the house bank account is set up, there are a few areas within the system where the house bank account must be assigned. Under Administration, System Initialization, Company Details, and on the Basic Initialization tab is one area where the house bank account must be assigned. Halfway down the window under the House Bank section is where you enter the main house bank account for your company. This will be the default bank account used in banking processes, like creating outgoing payments by check. It will also default into new business partner records under the Payment Run tab, which is how the system knows which GL account to use to offset the entries created by the payment wizard. Another location within the database that uses house bank accounts is the Payment Methods window. To access this window, go to Administration, Setup, Banking, and then Payment Methods. For each payment method that you enter, you can choose to assign a house bank account to it. This is not mandatory for entering in a payment method, but it can be useful if you want a specific bank account associated with a particular payment method. When it comes time to print checks from SAP Business One, you might run into an issue where the lines are grayed out and you cannot select the checks for payment that you want to print for a particular house bank account. If you run into this issue, a super user will need to go back to the House Bank Accounts window and find the bank account that the user cannot print from. Then scroll all the way to the right until you see a field called Lock Checks Printing. If you do not see this field and you are a super user, go to the form settings and make sure the checkboxes are selected for the field. Now, all that is left to do is uncheck the checkbox to unlock the bank account. The user should now be able to print checks. Establishing banks and house bank accounts in SAP Business One is necessary for properly handling payment and banking processes within the system. Join us as we help you learn more about what SAP Business One has to offer by clicking the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you never miss a new video. As an SAP Gold partner, LBSi can help you take full advantage of everything the system has to offer. To get in contact with us, visit our website at www.lbsi.com and navigate to the contact link. You can also email us at sales@lbsi.com for sales-related inquiries or SAP support at lbsi.com if you're an existing client in need of support assistance.